Welcome to Shopping with Cheryl. I'm Cheryl, and today we are going to be talking about some rooting hormone that I got. It won't be the only thing, but that's one thing I got going. I am trying to start some grapes from cuttings. They are old. I have grapevines out back that were here when I moved in. I heard that they are the best grapes ever, and they were neglected for years. They have not been taken care of. I don't even know how many are going to be viable. So I want to try to get some good starts going. Not only that, but one of the gals that this was her parents' home. She said they were wonderful grapes. They wanted to dig up some, but she didn't want to dig up grapevines after I'd already bought the house. So I figure if I can get some going, then I can give her some to get started for her own. So here is my rooting hormone. Just going to rub that around. It's a powder right here. I have used this for goji berries, cactus, you name it, I have used this. So I know it will work just fine. Stick it down in there in my dirt. I am using, because I had it, this is Miracle Grow potting mix. This is just what I had. I got a whole big bag of it. So that's what I'm using here to get these going in. I think it will be fine. It's lightweight. It'll let the roots spread. This, if you haven't watched the video on it, this is battery operated. It was sent to me, and it is, let me see. This is one of my favoriteest things in the world. I have been using it for my grapevines, for pruning trees, for cutting everything. You name it, I have been using this. It's battery, so I can put it anywhere. No big deal. 1, 2, 3. I'll give it that one too. And it's sharp. I did clean it with alcohol before I started. I try to clean it after every time I use it, so I don't have to worry about spreading any germs. As far as doing this for grapes, I am not a professional. I've never done this with grapes, but I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos to see how to do it. And my vines are good because they're green. I don't use a lot of, some people wet theirs and then put it in there. I don't. Let me see. Let me push this down a little. This is what I use because I don't want it all to wipe off on the soil. So stick that in there, and there you go. My knife is another tool that is a must-have. I have used this for probably 3 years. It again goes with me everywhere. Sorry, I'm trying not to get germs on you. I'm telling you, just sanitize your hands after you get done watching. I've got to see which way this vine is going. Now, with those vines out there, since they were so neglected, they are all wound up. They are going every which way. I don't know if I actually cut the newest stuff or not. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to make enough that I'll get at least a few going. And then I won't have to worry because I know it may not be exactly like I'm supposed to do it, but it'll all work in the end. And then I will take these and cough on my grapevines. So now they have the flu. The flu is awesome, but I suggest you don't get it. I couldn't even get out of bed yesterday, and when I did, I went straight back. But I think all of these will be good because they do have green. Some people tell you get ones the size of a pencil around. Others tell you smaller than that. Some of them say it has to be last year's growth. Some of them don't say that. So I don't know. I'm just doing what I do. Let me see. We can go here. Got to make sure which way's up and which way's down. You got to put the bottom in the soil. If you do it backwards, it won't root. So make sure you look at your little nodules. Some people cut them and keep them together at that time. I don't. Because, well, I just don't. But I figured I would bring you in, share a little bit of what I'm doing, show you some of the tools I'm using, because as you know, I always like to share my good tools with you. And this has been my favorite tool all year. This I've had for years and just carry. The rooting hormone, there again, I've used it for years and always had really good luck. I know it's not just my ability to grow stuff. I think it actually has to do with the fact that the rooting hormone is good. And there you go. Bontone? I don't know. I'm going to put the links to everything down below in the description. If you use my link and make a purchase, I may make a commission. So there's that. Now, I know there's going to be people saying, Cheryl, you didn't do this right. I know. I probably didn't, but that's okay. This is called trial and error. I am not accustomed to this whole farm life. I've got a lot more gardening stuff coming up. I've got some raised beds. I've got stuff for my seeds. Just watch that you don't get your fingers in these, because I'm pretty sure I've seen how big of a stem this can go through. I don't want my finger to be an example. This little mat, I got this one out. These corners fold up so you can pot in it and all your potting soil stays in there. I left the corners down today so that you could see, and I'll just be careful when I pick it up. But yeah, so far my office that I've made here in the basement has not been an office. My computer is still upstairs. So is all my shipping stuff. Everything is upstairs. I haven't moved it downstairs yet because this has basically become my planting room. There you go. Knock some of it off. And we'll put you right here. And I don't think, I could cram these in here because they're just going to start getting their roots and then can be transplanted out once they do. But I think I can put 4 or 5 in. These will go out under the deck so that they're in the shade. If I get worried about them, they won't get frosted on, anything like that. So I think they'll be fine out there. If I need to, I'll bring them in and set them over in a corner for a little bit so that they don't get too terribly cold. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I've got more to get going. I've got 3 pots made so far that I'm going to do. But I've got a whole stack of pots over there. Like I said, I'm going to do several. And if I get enough to go, then next fall, I'm going to make a whole new row of grapes and replace any of the old ones that aren't doing well. I'll probably give some away if I can get them going good. And yeah, however many I have, I'll just keep planting them. I don't care. I may end up with a whole acre of grapes. We'll see. I'm sure not all of them will do good because I probably screwed something up, but we'll see. So let me know. Do you use rooting hormone? What have you been starting for your garden? And you've got to have something fun going. If nothing else, you can come and laugh at me and tell me how I did everything wrong. Don't care. I'm learning.